My name is Aziz. I'm the CEO of Agriba Investment Limited. I'm into retail financial services. I consult for banks and mobile money operator on the area of product design and also agent network. Redesign is not an issue because ordinarily by the constitution, after about 10 years, you are left to design your currency if you wish to. So that's number one. Then a cashless policy, I think, is to address and to cushion financial inclusion. And anytime I'm going to be saying here, I want to be saying it in the literal meaning for people to really have a better understanding. Because most of the challenges we're having here, when you communicate to people, they don't have understanding, then you are not communicating. So I think that's one of the major challenges. So let's go by definition. Cashless policy, cashless society. By layman definition, what are they trying to say? They are trying to say how best they can reduce the cash in circulation and embrace other channel of payments in order to do what? To really promote and cushion financial inclusion. So that's just layman definition. Because we can't reach out, Nigeria it is cash-based economy. And financial inclusion is an emerging global trend. It's not just about, it's an emerging global trend. I would say something an emerging global trend that what the whole world embraced. So we are part of it. So we want to see how best we can embrace it to really boost our economy. So that's just it. Now, what have been the challenges with the policy and the redesign of currency? Number one challenge I foresee is communication. Because a good marketer is someone that is able to communicate an idea behind the technology for people seeing reason why they should buy into the technology. Now, you are coming up with a policy. Though this policy has been there about 12 years ago, we started 12 years ago when I was the Lagos State Chairman of Association of Mobile Money and Banks in Nigeria, and presently I'm the National Treasurer of the same association. So we started this. But the area of challenge is communication. There is communication gap. And that is the fact we as an agent are to fail. That's the gap we to fail. And unfortunately, CBN have not really been carrying us along when it comes to the policy formation about financial inclusion. As when that has been in place, then it will be easier for people to have better understanding of what financial inclusion is all about. It's an emerging global trend. And the cash was just to reduce the number of cash circulation, of which we're going to reduce the rate of inflation. Inflation by the layman definition, much money purchasing few goods. You got it? And we have much, we even CBN confirm that the money out there is much more compared to what is in the bank. So that's what brought about inflation. So they are not trying to see how they can curb this, how they can control this, and how they can embrace financial inclusion. We have quite a number of channels of payments, of which POS is just one out of multiple channels of payments. So now people are trying to get cash. The cash is not there for them. Why? Because CBN just limited this cash swapping or disbursement to bank alone. Left those agents that can do the job perfectly aside. And you know the agents network have contributed immensely to the growth of this economy and also to reduce the rate of employment in this country, because quite a number of people, a lot of bankers that are resigned, one of my colleagues that are bank resign from bank, they pick up this as a profession and they are doing well, they are feeding their family. But now you want to come up with a policy that's going to affect these people, you not carry them along. It's unfair. We've been having engagement association with CBN Each time we're having our conference since 2015 to date, there is no conference that we are doing that we don't invite CBN. We have CBN, we have the SANEF as well, that we invite them to the conference, and also Nipson as well. These are the key holders the key holders in the industry. These are the people that formulate the policy about cashless policy, about financial inclusion, about agency banking, about agent network whatsoever. So they are the main people in the corridor of power that make decision. But we are the tools to really actualize financial inclusion or cashless policy. What's the challenge? The CBN is lagging in the area of communication. For instance, let me give you an instance. We are trying to promote financial inclusion. We are trying to reduce the number of cash in circulation, and we have multiple channels of which we can do this. How would CBN need to do? Okay, with this amount of 20,000 naira that the circular is being passed, that each person can only have access to 20,000 naira at a time on ATM, and in a day you can do 100,000, in a week you can do 500,000. What do you want to achieve with this? Because you want people to reduce the number of cash in circulation. Now tell them, if you want to do any other transaction, you can do it via other channels of transaction of payments. We have quite a number of them. I don't want to mention, I'm not trying to promote any companies here, but we have quite a number of channels of payments in the system now as we speak. People are not using it. Now we have to drive people towards that direction to really promote financial inclusion. But the communication is not there. That's the thing that is lacking. And that's why I'm shouting. I don't see a reason why people should be looking for money when we are talking about cashless policy, cashless society, and you are still looking for cash. You need to get it right one day. When I say you want to use the number of cash, you are still looking for cash. No, but for domestic use, 20,000, I think is an ideal amount for domestic. What do you want to do? You want to buy pepper, you want to pay for transport, you want to buy water, you want to just something domestic needs. Then anything aside that, you can do a transfer from 10,000 and above. Let CBN make it a compulsory, mandatory, that any transaction above 10,000 or from 10,000 above should be carried out via electronic means. So these are the areas that CBN are missing. They just tell people, okay, you can't have more than 500 in a week, 20,000 in a day. It's wrong. You have to communicate the idea for them to have a better understanding. So the only thing I'm seeing that is lacking is communication. Because I know Nigeria are not that adamant when it comes to change. Nigeria easily adapt to change. Yes, that's one thing about my people. They easily adapt to change, but communication is missing. So that's just it. And the best people that communicate the idea to people at the last mile are the mobile money agents and bank agents that we have around. And we as an organization, we are ready to do all these bells, all it takes to make sure that we help CBN to achieve this. So that's just it. My recommendation to CBN, number one, is for CBN to see the mobile money agent and bank agent as relevant tools to achieve this. Then, number two, agents categorization. Now, what do I mean by agent categorization? We have it already, but just that we are not following the structure. We have super agents, MMO led, we have bank led, we have super agents, we have aggregators and standard agents, and we have retail agents. Now, what do I mean by this? The standard agent were being registered and licensed by CBN, and this standard, and also the MMO as well. So the standard agent operates in collaboration with MMOs and banks, depends, and also the aggregators or standard agents were being operating under a particular MMO or super agents. So they represent the image of those MMO, either bank or super agent. So the super agent, the bank demo are the principal. So we are just an agent. And as an agent, we have standard and we have retail agent. Standard agent are those that we are within the CBN specification of mortar and bricks. While the retail agent are those ones you see out there with kiosks. Now, when you want to now redesign notes and you want the note to get to the notes and credits of each stage or of every part of the nation, what do you need to do? Now, call on the super agents allocate some fund. Banks can achieve this. If bank can achieve this alone, agent will not come in existence at all. That one need to get clear. If banks can achieve this alone, mobile money operator will not come into existence, super agent will not come into existence, and the retail agent, standard agent, aggregator will not come into existence. So it means this cannot be achieved alone by the banks, and that's why we have the agents out there to represent the image of the bank, to represent and project the image of the bank of their principal. Now, this is the main principle. There should be certain amounts that should be allocated to each super agent. Super agent is going to know, okay, this is my agent, let me give this agent sum of 20 million, and this agent, anybody that's at that standard or that cadre of agents is operating under motor and brakes, one, then have some kind of security architecture in place, like burglaries, camera, till box, mini vaults. So agents within that location will be able to serve them. So what they need to do, give money to these people, identify the number of agents in that location that are retail agents. I'm not talking about these people under umbrellas. We call them accidental agents. They were not recognized. Accidental agents were not recognized because they just think it's everybody business. Everybody business is not a business. This is a business on its own. We are trying to see how we can rationalize this operation. This is our business. Now, those standard agents have to now do what? Serve those retail agents. As of today, you'll be seeing people on the ATM just queue round the ATM. It's barbaric. It's barbaric. It doesn't speak well. Because you have the channel you can use to achieve this, you don't want to do it. So what I would recommend, let CBN go back to the drawing board, identify with the standard agent, the operator, and let those operator, the standard agent, come up with the list of their standard agents, and the retail agent within their jurisdiction, then certain amount should be allocated to them for cash swap. So people can easily go to their outlet and make changes and swap cash or withdraw cash. So with that, it's going to be at ease for everybody. There won't be ATM crowd, there won't be fight, there won't be things of such nature. So that's just it. That's my recommendation. Mobile money, as I said earlier, I'm going to make it just a layman definition for everybody out there listening to me to have better understanding. When talking about mobile money is just a virtual means of making transaction via your phone at your comfort zone, whereas your phone is your bank and your phone number is your account number. The agency banking now is a process whereby you represent the image of a bank out there to carry out some basic activities of the banks outside there to people within the community. Instead of people going to bank, they now come to you. That's agency banking. So you can open an account for them, they can come and withdraw with you. So those are the basic, just open an account and people can make a withdrawal with their bank ATM.
Now, mobile wallet and mobile banking.
Okay, mobile wallets. Just like I just said, mobile wallet is a virtual means of making transaction via your phone at the comfort of your house without you having an existing bank account. Something you have to understand. With mobile wallet, you don't need an existing bank account. You don't need to have a bank. Your phone is your bank and your phone number is your account number. But mobile banking give you access to your existing bank account for you to easily carry out some financial transaction. As simple as that. Cashless policy is designed to achieve financial inclusion, to reduce the number of cash in circulation, and also to promote financial inclusion. Financial inclusion is an emerging global trend that allows people to carry out seamless transactions without going to bank.
So now, in a nutshell, what you are telling us is that in your earlier statement that there are several channels of making transaction, that POS is just one. So with all this now, these are other channels you feel people could make transactions without even going to POS.
Yeah, if you have a mobile wallet, you can do a transaction. You don't need to have a bank. But you see, the mistake, I won't say mistake, I won't say, but to me, I see the bank coming into this phase is It's not really helping, because there is no how you do a transaction or you be licensed as mobile money operator that you don't have a domiciled bank. But when the bank now see that, oh, these people are making much money, but the church money go to the bank, but the retailers, they are making money, that's how the bank now thought, okay, let me come into the space, come and also play. They don't need to play here because they are playing at the background. All those money route through it's an ecosystem between the banks, the operator, CBN, and telcos. It's an ecosystem. So the bank at first, they don't really need to come into this to come and operate. You should be just licensed mobile money for you to have wallet. So now the bank now said, okay, come, let's go out there. Having a bank account is not a call for financial inclusion, since we can adopt other means of transaction, other channel. So having a bank account is not a call for financial inclusion. So bank are just trying to acquire more customers to their platform. That's why I'm saying it. If that's leave it, everybody. I did my survey. I went to Ghana. I went to Ghana. I did some videos. I went to so many places, and I found out that they are really doing mobile money in Ghana. Not agency banking. You have your phone, you can do transfer. You don't need to have a bank account. But here you are coming to open a bank account. That's not promoting financial inclusion. This have to do with the operator. They need to build a lot of financial products and services that people can access without even having a bank account. So, and another thing, you don't need, when you're talking about mobile money, you don't need a smartphone before you can operate a mobile money wallet. With USSD, with this little phone that is not a smartphone, you can operate successfully. You just dial a short code, USSD, you are good to go. So you don't need a smartphone. But when I'm talking about agency banking, you mean that mobile banking, mostly it has to do with app or web. So they have some that are on USSD, but it's more of smartphone. But with mobile money, not really a smartphone. Anywhere at the last mile in the village, remote area, as long as you can receive a call and you can get a text message, you are good to go. Yes, it's part of financial inclusion. Like I said, they need to develop a lot of financial products and services. So this is one of them. This is the device for our job, and this NFC tag is a card. Near field communication is a card. So with this card now, you tap it, then the money will move from the agent's account to the card. The saver we have what we call alerts and the amounts. So this is not a smartphone. You got it. So we are trying to see, trying to build savings culture also is part of financial inclusion. Are you getting it? So at the end of the day, this saver, they can do P2P. P2P, that person to person.
Okay.
So you want to buy something, if you have this card, type of card, you can do a transaction. P2P. So all you just dial the short code for your phone, you have the same account, P2P. So quite number of platforms that can do P2P. So that reduces the issue of carrying cash about. So that's why a lot of financial products and services need to be on the platform for able to transact seamlessly. Well, thank you very much for that. I must say to you that it's about communication, just like I said earlier. Now, anyone out there that understands what this policy is all about, you want to know how it works. But if that understanding is missing, then it becomes a challenge. And for them to understand, the agents should be well equipped with adequate information to go out there and talk to people. For instance, look at banks. When they are doing their sale, they will send their marketers out there. You see them on the street, tell you come and open power. So they have to know the benefit. For instance, now on this Ajo card, if you are doing P2P, they don't charge you anything. But if you are transferring from bank to bank, they charge. So there are a lot of benefits that comes with this, but we don't know. And I'm very sure if our people know about it, they will embrace it. So what is lacking here, what is missing here is communication. The policy is okay, is fantastic, is what we need, is what we need to embrace, but how does it work? We don't know. How do we do it? We don't know. And that is where the agents comes in. Agents are much more relevant when it comes to agency banking, mobile money, financial inclusion. You can't reach out. You can't reach out. So what I advise people, please try to embrace other means, other channels of payment rather than just adamant to cash transaction. Before talking about my company, we want quite a lot of people out there that want to know about this. Approach any AMBAN agents in any part of Nigeria. We are there. Our Association of Mobile Money and Banks agents in Nigeria. We'll have our agents around anywhere you see any signage of AMBAN agents, certified AMBAN agents here, you can approach them. Then at my company, as I said earlier, I consult for banks and mobile money operators on issue of financial inclusion, products design, marketing, and also agent management, and also deployment of terminals, in cash mop-up, and those areas. So that's where we specialize. And as it is, by His grace, we are doing this video. This is going to be the first edition. We are going to put it on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. We want to see how best we can educate people to know about mobile money and banks in Nigeria. And you can also log on to AMBAN website, www.amban.ng.
That AMBAN, A-M-B-A.
A-M-M-B-A-N, AMBAN. Okay. So you can log into our website to have more information about this financial inclusion. And one of the part of the agent also will educate and orientate you in one of our 4 major this thing with AMBAN is that advocacy, awareness, fraud and security, then agency banking and mobile money. So that's our call. We have our website www.obatglobal.com. Address 117 Femi Awolowo Way, Allen Junction, Ikeja. They are our official number 080-7413-3544. 080-7413-3544. Thank you very much.